Hey, it's Mr. Berkey. I can't wait. This week is going to be really fun for reading because we're learning all about main idea. To start us off, I wanted to give us a clear expectation for what main idea was and how it's not the theme. Christopher Patlin actually made this mistake last week, and so did several other people. For our final on Friday, I had 4 people tell me the main idea of the text that we read instead of the theme. Again, theme is the life lesson you learn from the text. Just like this picture says, life is better with friends. That's something that you would learn from a fantasy or a fiction book or a fable, something that the characters would teach you. And theme is what characters learn about how to be better people. Okay? For main idea, it's what were you reading about? The main idea is normally found in nonfiction and informational texts. If you're reading a story that's all about fruit, just different kinds of fruit, the main idea would be this is a story that tells you the different kinds of fruit. Okay? That's why I put this picture of fruit here. Normally, main idea is always found in informational text. Always there, always in nonfiction texts. Sometimes people may ask what the main idea of a text is that is fiction, and that's normally just what is happening, kind of like a basic summary. The main idea is what you are reading about. The title normally gives you a pretty clear idea, especially in nonfiction articles or an informational text about what you're reading about. Like if there's a book called Fruit, you know that the story and the main idea is going to be about fruit, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and go to Google Classroom, and I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and then we're going to look at our IXL assignments. Here we go. For the first one, what you're going to be doing, let it load. You're going to be reading 3 bullet points and telling me what the main idea is, okay? Look at these details from a paragraph about the same topic, and then you're going to have to tell us what the topic is. Slow down and pronounce words clearly when speaking in front of a group. Now, I want you to read with me. Ready? Go. When speaking to a group of people, take deep breaths to stay calm. Stand up straight and smile often if you're speaking in front of a group. Choose the main idea that ties all the details together. Read the first one to me out loud. All right, second one, there are many reasons you may need to speak in front of a group. Third one, look up from your notes when speaking in front of a group. Which of these are the main idea? I want us to look at number 3. Look up from your notes when speaking in front of a group. Does it say that anywhere in here? It doesn't, so that cannot be a main idea. Number 2. There are many reasons you may need to speak in front of a group. Does it talk about that? Giving you 5 seconds to make a decision. It does not talk about that anywhere. It doesn't talk about reasons that you need to speak in front of people. What's the first one say? It says public speaking skills can be improved by following some helpful tips. Are these tips how you can speak publicly? Yes, they are. So I know this has to be the correct answer. Now, again, I'm going to randomly answer, and I'm probably going to answer wrong. If you answer a question incorrectly, what you will do, you will read through the explanation. Please, read the entire thing. I know that there are several of you who are not reading through why your answers are wrong. I had 5 people turn in assignments on Friday that were not done correctly. That makes me upset because I know that you have potential and I know that you are going into 6th grade next year. So please act like it and please make sure that you read through what you did incorrectly, especially when they are comments from me, because I spend 2 hours every day grading your assignments and giving you comments back. It shows that you don't care about what I'm doing, and it shows that you don't care about your learning and growing your brain. So please care about yourself and grow your brain by reading over the comments about what you did incorrectly so that you can grow that brain. Your answer here will tell you why the other 2 were not correct and why your answer was correct. I am frustrated because I did have 5 people turn in 1 sentence for Friday. I had so many people do an amazing job. Yaneli did so well. I was so impressed with how Yaneli grew their brain last week. I was also very impressed by some people who at the beginning of the week struggled. I really quickly want to call out Kamari. Kamari, at the beginning of last week, was a little bit confused about how I wanted race responses structured. By Friday, he had the perfect race response, because he was reading through my responses and he knew exactly what I wanted. I am so impressed by people who did that, but please, especially for reading, there is a lot of growth that can be had. Now, I know you know how to do this, and I know you know what the main idea is. Now, the next one is going to be a little bit more difficult. I have 5 more minutes, so this one is going to give you an entire passage to read. You need to read the entire passage. I'm going to read this one over with you, and then I need your help to answer the correct thing. Sisters and Writers. In 1847, please read with me, Charlotte Bronte and her sister Anne both published their first novels. The following year, their sister Emily also published a first novel. Charlotte's novel, Jane Eyre, was one of the bestsellers of 1847. Emily's novel, Wuthering Heights, was disliked at first, but later became highly respected. Anne's first novel did not sell well, but her second novel did. How did 3 sisters from the same family all become published writers? Their childhood might have had something to do with it. When Charlotte and Emily were young girls, they made up stories about an imaginary land called Angria. That might not be the right way to pronounce it, but you can just sound it out. Really quickly, I'm pausing. Takaya did an amazing job reading aloud for her video on Friday, and she told me that she didn't want it sent to Instagram, so I didn't. But I really quickly just want to shout her out for doing such a great job with that, and for being a little bit scared, but she sounded out her words and really got there. So impressed. They filled notebooks with stories about Angria. When Anne was old enough, she joined in. It could be that their early years helped the girls to develop their creativity and storytelling abilities. Now, just think, what was this about? What was it about? It was about 3 sisters that wrote books. Sweet. Let's see if one of these talks about 3 sisters that wrote books. What is the main idea of the passage? While Charlotte Bronte's first novel was a bestseller, her sister Emily's first novel was not immediately successful. Number 2, the Bronte sisters' childhood storytelling may have helped their future writing careers. Which of these 2 is about all 3 of the sisters and all 3 of their writing? If you said number 2, you are correct, sending energy to you. The first one only talks about 2 sisters. It doesn't talk about everything that's happening. The main idea is encompassed by every single part of what you are reading, okay? Now, those are the only 2 examples that I'm going to go over because I am going to run out of time. Again, I need you to spend 20 minutes. 20 minutes on this first one, 20 minutes on the second one. That's 40 minutes altogether. I know you know how to find main idea. That is a skill that I taught 3rd graders, and you are in 5th grade. So I expect you to do really well on these assignments and to take your time. Something that I'm noticing from most of you is that you are rushing through assignments and randomly clicking. Please, slow down. Take your time and know that you are going into 6th grade next year, and the expectations and the workload are going to be more. So please, show me that you deserve to go into 6th grade and show me what you're ready to do. I can't wait to see your responses to these questions and see who is going to get medals on IXL for doing super well. I am also going to be announcing my Be Great Scholar today. It will be up on the stream, and I am super excited for that. Next week's is up for grabs. Right now, Kiara looks like she might be up there because she has turned in every single assignment and remembered her text evidence last week. Kamari's up there for turning in everything and doing extra work. Super exciting. There are a couple other people, and I'll give you shout outs as the week goes on. I can't wait for next Monday to tell you who's going to win $10 and a $10 gift card to you where you get to choose. Okay? Have a great rest of your day, and if you have questions, please call me with the number there. Please make sure you take your time again. Bye-bye. Have a good one.